All right. What's up, everybody? Let's see. I hope that's working. Welcome to Hanley's Tech Venture, episode 3. I think this is episode 3. Yeah, episode 3. Today, we are going to do something fun. We are going to set up my GDC schedule with me. And for those of you who don't know, GDC is the Game Developers Conference. Happens every year in San Francisco. It's a full week-long convention. I believe about 30,000 game developers from all around the world will meet up and gather and party and give talks and educate each other, wheel and deal. And it's a really good time to connect with past coworkers and etc. Here, hi Claire, is that you? Hey, this is the first time I've had super chat turned on. Um, if you want to support me, you can send me my first super chat, even if it's like 1 cent. Let me see how that works. $2 is the minimum amount. All right, so I already set up Monday and Tuesday, so I'm gonna go ahead and here's the app. I'm already logged in, and it's got a section to build your session schedule. So Claire, if you haven't done that yet, you should do that. All right, you can get me a free water when we meet up at GDC then. All right, so you build your schedule, and Sunday's the first day. Registration opens from 2 to 7. So if you want to go on Sunday to pick up your pass, then I highly recommend doing that. Then you don't have to line up Monday morning. It's going to be a really, really long line Monday morning. So I plan to go by Sunday to get my pass. Monday, I already set all this up, so I'm going to skip this, but we can take a look at what I signed up for. Sorry, these are all the sessions. And then the little bookmark mark here is for the sessions that I signed up for in my schedule. So let's see, I'll just kind of flip through and stop on the ones that I signed up for. Machine Learning Summit, real-time neural textures for materials compression with introduction from Summit Advisor. I'm not going to try to pronounce his name. And it's a bunch of Ubisoft developers. So that sounds pretty cool. I've already noticed the pattern for myself this year is the 3 main topics that I'm interested in are anything AI, machine learning, neural networks, storytelling. I've never attended any story session / narrative type sessions before, but I'm actually have an interest in that this year for some reason. It's probably my effort learning how to do YouTube that I'm starting to get more interest in storytelling. So and then the third item is of course AR VR content. Last year the Future Games Summit, the sessions that I attended about AR and VR were pretty lame actually. As someone who's been in the industry for 8 years, most of the content was stuff that felt I'd already heard many times over the years. So it was a little bit of a waste of time. So I don't think it will be much different this year. But I added them to my schedule just in case I still want to go. Let's keep going. Let's see what else. Indie Games Summit. I usually don't attend too much of the indie games stuff. I'm interested in games as a big business as opposed to the indie space. Although indies can make a lot of money too, right? A lot of great games started as indies. Here we go. Future Game Summit. Identity involvement. What players really want from AR games. So I added that to my schedule, but I'm not actually sure if I will attend. Maybe I will. Let's keep going. Animation Summit. Whips and Hugs. The animation of Marvel Spider-Man 2. So that's one of the best production games this year. So I'm definitely interested in attending that. A bunch of Insomniac people. Let's see what else we got going here. Advanced graphics stuff. I actually really enjoy those type of sessions usually, but they're a little bit too hardcore for me. It's a lot of looking at shader code and talking about math. Too much for me usually. Yeah, too low level for me. Although I do enjoy them. All right. This is an AI summit one, but making most of nav meshes. Not that interesting. For AI stuff, I'm more interested in the large language model space and kind of how that's being used in games and generative AI, as that's kind of the stuff that I'm doing in my AI startup. So here we go. This is a big 8-hour session that I added to my schedule, but if I attend this, then I pretty much can't go to anything else. So I'm guessing I end up won't attending this. But let's go ahead and take a look at this a little bit. Storytelling fundamental workshop. It's a workshop. Engaging presentation on the fundamentals of story development, designed for anyone. Yeah, I don't know. A whole day workshop doesn't seem like a very good usage of time, especially if the speaker isn't that famous. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see, who's this guy? Hosted by Marvel and Telltale writing veteran Evan. The comprehensive tutorial covers. Wow, interesting. Both Marvel, of course, fantastic, and Telltale. I wonder if he did the storytelling for the Walking Dead Telltale game. That would be worth attending, maybe. So maybe I'll stop by this for the beginning and see how it goes, and then decide if I want to stay. So I usually take a look at this field too, if it's going to be recorded and available on GDC Vault. I did buy full pass this time, so I do have access to the Vault. So we will. So I have less urgency to attend these sessions that have Vault. Let's see what else we got on Monday. Bunch of all these big ones like Adobe, Unity. They always sound really interesting, these sponsored sessions, but they're always just content that these companies also recycle and put up on their websites and everything. So you don't really need to go to them. They're kind of a waste of time, to be honest. I mean, if you're going to meet someone that's going as well, or one of the speakers look like someone you want to meet in person, then it's a good chance to attend and jump the person after the talk and trade contacts and chat with them a little bit. Here I added this one: Visual Effects Summit, Procedural Cinematic Symbiotes in Marvel's Spider-Man 2 Insomniac. So this is, I don't know what procedural cinematic. So this is interesting. So this is gonna be focused on the cinematics. Actually, probably don't need to go to this as much. Let's look at the details. If it really is mostly about the cutscenes, then I'll probably just skip it. So symbiotes, about the characters and the highest fidelity. Yeah, so these are about cinematics. Let's skip this. Bye. What else we got? A lot of tabletop summit. Not for me, but I know a lot of my friends. For some reason, everyone likes tabletop games and making and working on tabletop games. Let's see what else we got. All right, here's one that I added to my schedule: Machine Learning Summit, Chat Avatar, Multi Agents, Enhanced 3D Character Creation, Earth Revival. I don't really know this game actually, but I saw that's a ByteDance dude, or a girl. Can't tell by the name. So yeah, see, so they are using LLM. So I probably will attend this, and let's see what ByteDance, being one of the AI leaders in the industry, right? How they're thinking about taking advantage of LLM in games. Let's see, multi-agent includes a dialogue agent, brainstorm agents, prompt agent. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. So that is a must attend for me. Let's see, what else did I add? Yep, exactly. Going to the LLM ones, data and design ones. What's data and design? Future reality, is that like a big deal at Riot that you guys constantly preach? Just making sure that everything is data driven. That's one of my pet peeves in game development too. Making sure that my teams use a lot of data driven design and make sure that everything is very data driven, so that it's easy to create tools that the designers, artists, and the content creators can create, and they're not reliant on engineers as much. The UX research one, I think. Okay. Yeah, that's your space, UX research. Let's see what else we got here. Future Reality Summit. So usually, again, Future Reality Summit should be the stuff that I'm interested in. But then once I look at them, they sound kind of lame. The Foglands. I don't even know. Is that a game that was on Meta or something? Developed as an FPS game on Meta? Don't know. Pass. LOL. Qualitative data, I assume. I met the speaker, Sebastian Long, at the Game User Research. There's a conference for game user research. How big is that conference? Sounds pretty niche, if you ask me. Let's see what else. Advanced Graphics Summit, Ray Tracing and Snowdrop. This sounds super cool, actually. Massive but Entertainment, Ubisoft. So this is one of Ubisoft's graphics engines, I guess, the ray tracing engines. the 150 people. Yeah, far cry from GDC, right? 30,000 people. So let's see. Yeah, this is sounds really really cool actually. My former self would attend this, but I don't have enough time nowadays to spend too much time in this lower level graphic stuff. But it's just so fun, right? Like this is one of the things that kind of brings us to the games industry. I don't know if it was last year or the year before. One of the best sessions I saw was the Hitman talk on their ray tracing engine. That was really really cool. And there was another talk, I believe it was about Qualcomm and their ray tracing engine in their Snapdragon chips now. That was really cool too to start to see ray tracing hit the mobile space. Okay, let us. This actually sounds interesting. It's AI in Warframe. Warframe, of course, being just a massive game, right? But it sounded like it was more based on the gameplay AI we have built over the last months for Warframe. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not as interested in the gameplay stuff because I'm not building action games right now, right? There's none of the projects that I'm considering for Vision Pro that I want to do are action based. You want to go Warframe, big popular game. Yeah, I mean, I guess I mean you're a Riot, so you like action games. That's also been one of the reasons that I've never really taken a strong interest in joining Riot. I'm just not a big action game person. Okay, let's keep going. We're still on Monday. Jeez. All these sponsored sessions potential could be could because the genre and utilization potentials could be cool. Explain yourself. How can LLMs and AI be useful for a game like Warframe? Ooh, this is I actually added this one. I don't know. You might be interested in this one. UX summit designing. Yeah, but I'm still reading through it just for fun, for content. Designing immersive UI for Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I don't know if you played this game, but this is a fantastic game. Very much a Naughty Dog style game, right? So like, yeah, I'm really curious on this one. They built really cool sci-fi UI on this one. Whether it's swapping out parts of fully customable lightsabers, unlocking skills, da 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 da, and of course, being in the thinking about making MR games. It's really cool because mixed reality, the UIs in mixed reality, were kind of like we're taking the UIs that we built for in-game kind of 3D UIs and kind of bringing it into the MR AR world now, right? So it's like stuff that we've been imagining in the games industry for the last like 15 years are starting to happen for in real life now, right? So that's a really cool thing. Not a UI UX person. Okay, that makes sense. Anything else? I think that's pretty much it. Here's one more. I expect you to die 3, designing the cinematic VR spectacles. This is interesting. So these are like cinematics that appear in your real world in the game. So they have to have some logic to be context sensitive to your room, I would guess. Might be interesting. Shell Games, of course, is fantastic. AR VR companies. So might attend that. Level generation with LLMs. I don't know this company model.ai, so it might not be worth attending, but the topic seems cool. Bootstrapping, yeah, all the LLM buzzwords, right? GPT-3, GPT-4, Llama, and Llama. What's Llama? That's usually it's Llama something, right? Llama Index, Llama Chain, Ollama. Various strategies based on prompting, fine tuning, and bootstrapping are discussed. The talk. Some ideas are immediately actionable. I don't know. Maybe worth going. Probably at least check it out of curiosity. Nothing. I think that's it for Monday. Yep. Do. Oh, there's one that I signed up for. Fictional speech synthesis to avoid the risk in generative content. Avoid the risk. I don't know what this speech synthesis. It's getting characters to sound human-like. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not really into that stuff too. It's all kind of hokey. Haven't really seen anything is too great yet, but maybe. Okay, I think that's it for Monday. God, there's so many sessions. It's crazy. Oh, so many more that I signed up for. From text to gameplay, generative AI's influence on behavior trees. Yeah, this is fascinating. You can imagine you know Zork back in the day. Uh, could you create a LLM backed Zork game? And like LLMs can really take adventure RPG games to a new level and help us build experiences that we've never even imagined before. Limit No longer hokey generated content by our game designers, but LLMs generating infinite personalized content for each person. For training neural networks, again, more AI stuff. All you can ask day one machine learning summit. This is a interesting panel. Let's see. Again, ByteDance, Square, EA, and NetEase. Such a massive presence from the Chinese game development companies. Really, the last couple years, it's really started to flood in. So we could imagine over the next few years, you know, over half the speakers are going to be Chinese company speakers. I've actually like from all the Chinese company talks that I've gone to, they haven't really been very good. I don't know if it's a language barrier thing or what, but for some reason maybe it's just because a lot of the games that they work on aren't very well known by the audience, right? Like a game like Stray is a massive hit at GDC, right? Game developers love stuff like that. But then if you talk about some of these big games in China, like Wangzhou Rongyao, right? Like no one really knows about it here, so it doesn't really translate well. So yeah, so it's interesting. Some Well, I guess MiHoYo would be the exception, right? They're probably the one company that everyone knows, that their IP everyone knows. All right, I'll skip Tuesday because I already did it. Now let's do this for real on Wednesday. So Wednesday is no more summits. So actually, the more interesting sessions usually start to pop up on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Okay, let's see. Anything that catches my eye. I just go through and I add everything that catches my eye. Yeah, I don't really want to get into anything from the Amazon games people. Sorry. Let's see. Mobile game, mesh shaders, too hardcore, the boring. 3D haptics, practical design method insights from sound UX and UI experts. So this is about haptics and AR VR is my guess, right? No, this is just haptic creation in AAA games. So normal controller haptics. Interesting. I'll pass because mostly I'm focused on Apple Vision Pro. And Apple Vision Pro is the most no haptic platform there is right now. The best gaming with the Samsung Galaxy Pass. So you've been canceled. Now what? Don't know. Oh, this is a social session. Relic Ruins. Oh man, creating environmental puzzles for Horizon Forbidden West. The talk sounds lame itself, but anything Horizon, I'm down for. I love that game so much, both the series so much. Although the story in Forbidden West was pretty much just next through. It wasn't very interesting, but the game is still just one of the greatest productions ever. I think I'll mostly go to the MLAI Summit talks. Yeah, me too. It's a hot topic this year, right? This is really sad, actually. The Pillars of Hell, achieving the artistic vision of Diablo 4. This is really sad that I have no interest on clicking on this at all. Blizzard is one of the all-time great game companies, but man, I used to love Blizzard games so much, but they don't have the attraction anymore. Ooh, check this out. The first 30 years of Warcraft, the making of a game universe. Again, sad that I don't want to click on it at all. How fast the mighty have fallen. Sorry, Blizzard. Higher, faster, forward, evolving traversal in Marvel Spider-Man 2. This would be cool, again, if I was in the console space, but I'm looking at AR, VR right now, so this is probably not something I have to deal with, traversing giant environments. Pass. I know what you did last Somerville. What is that? I don't even know what that is. Diversity in game audio. Developing freelancers, external development, outsourcing. Zynga doing outsourcing now. I guess that makes sense. Even if they're doing casual games, they're very content heavy, right? So that's actually the best stuff to outsource because you can find a lot of great casual game content developers out in the Southeast Asia area. Advocacy micro talks. Here's a good one. Cinematic workflow and pipeline of Final Fantasy 16. Ooh, drool worthy. Obviously, Square makes the best cinematics, some of the best cinematics in the industry. So seeing how they pull it off, click. Time conflict with Horizon Forbidden West. I just click on everything I'm interested in, and then I resolve conflicts either later or on the fly day of. Let's see what else we got here. AI Roundtable Day One Deep Dive. Neo Kirby Ohio. Oh, so this is a roundtable. They invite everyone to come and sit and talk together. Pass. Gran Turismo sound design. Against the Storm. Is that like a famous game? I never heard of it. State of Unreal. Again, these are really cool sessions. The content's just fantastic. But again, they're sponsored sessions by these big companies, and they pretty much all just release the content later online. So they're a little bit not the best use of GDC. Game trailers. Expo Hall opens. Speed network. I've never attended any of these speed networking sessions. I would like to attend one just to see what they're like. Um, Hopefully, maybe okay. Let's do it. Let's add them this year. Modernizing games with NVIDIA RTX Remix Gender. All right, NVIDIA, another sponsored session. Again, all the content is available online, so it's not really worth attending. Creating African talent for the global games industry. This is actually a really big opportunity. Building games for the more the developing nations like the Middle East and Africa. Huge opportunity for whoever wants to get into that space. And there's just like no content custom made for those cultures at this point, right? So you literally can just take any successful game and reimagine it for these emerging markets, and it's just easy money. It's like China 15, 20 years ago, right? Just easy money. Monopoly Go. Onboarding. Again, another Tencent. A lot of Chinese developers this year. What else we got? Discord case study. Interesting. Discord case study. Building games and apps on Discord. Hmm. I'm a I am a big Discord user, but only for games I play, not for any other reason, pretty much. You pretty much for each game, you have your own community and society that develops around the game, and Discord is the engine that fuels that management journey. This is kind of fun. Learn how to be a manager in the games industry. Joyful life. Interesting. On pause, the Ukrainian games industry in times of war. Hmm. This is a fascinating topic. I would like to attend, but I'm going to pass. Tunes of the Kingdom, evolving physics and sounds for the Legends. Oh, must attend, right? I mean, these are the sessions that make GDC worth going to, right? Anything Zelda, anything Horizon, Forbidden West, anything Naughty Dog, just must attend. Um, Learn about the physics and sound for Zelda. God, that's going to be awesome. I know, right? The Ukrainian one is interesting. Might go attend. I went to one last year, and it was really interesting. They talked a lot about how was it GDC? No, it wasn't GDC. It was the Coinbase crypto event, and they talked. There's a talk. They were talking about how a lot of so much of work that first year of the war was being funded by crypto in Ukraine. And that was just a really fascinating topic, and just a place where like the financial system just has collapsed, right? And where crypto actually had a real usage that was needed, and it worked, right? So yeah, it's definitely an interesting topic, especially if you're into social. Back to this Zelda. Yeah, anything Zelda is definitely a must attend. Marketing money. We're only at lunch on Wednesday. Gotta go a little bit faster here. I'm gonna be here forever. Prototyping games in Figma. Pass. Hybrid remote work. Pass. Base skinning for vegetation. Pass. Converging game design and AI. New frontiers and pitfalls. Hidden Door. Don't no idea who Hidden Door is. EP3 contains hidden doors, contains a PPN, the hidden door of as current integration. Yeah, sorry, I just don't know who Hidden Door is, or I might be interested. This is anti-Semitism in the games industry roundtable. Sad topic, but I will pass. Testing roundtable. Oh, here we go. Large language model. Exploring how language models and AI support the game development process. Presented by InWorld AI in partnership with Xbox. Wow, it's not a real game developer, right? So these sessions that are by like technology providers, I kind of like can't stand these type of sessions because they're kind of like it's not like an inside view of like what how a game was really built, a hit game was really built. It's more like a technology provider doing sales, trying to get your business, right? So again, it's just kind of like a repeat of the content on their website or whatever, or you can visit their booth if you really want to talk to them. This is I don't really come to GDC to find technology to use. You can find that all online nowadays, right? It's more a networking opportunity. Try to meet other people in your field, other experts, and then also like listen to people that have made great games that you admire and help to inspire yourself, right? So those are the opportunities that I look for. Using AI to bring your here you go. This would be an interesting session, except again, sponsored session and presented by NVIDIA. So this is again, someone company selling technology, not really giving you insight into how a successful game really used technology, right? NVIDIA has created AI models which are ideal for their implementation of certain NPCs and games. I mean, what are they talking about? How anyone developing smart MP2s or can integrate ADA for their own projects. What are they talking about? They don't make games. Audio to face. So again, a lot of times these tech companies are providing technology that is actually not really usable in production by companies, right? They're more vision of the future. So again, not really what GDC is for. By Jesse Shell. This is the founder of Shell Games. The future of MR experiences. Everything you ever wanted to know. This is a must attend for me. Absolutely a must attend for me. The Shell Games build some of the best MR games right now. If you haven't played, what is it? How their MR Ways to Die game, it's just an amazing experience. To do a character animation system using machine learning. This is actually pretty cool. I will click on that. Doesn't look like I'll be able to attend, but we'll add it to the list. Man, look, it's just AI session one after the other. Harnessing generative AI to create unlimited content within game worlds. Saltwater Games. So I don't know who that is. So this is an AWS sponsored session, right? Yeah. So this is an AWS advertisement, basically. The in-game Thor AI powered by Amazon Bedrock. So this is a real game. That Saltwater Games. What game do they make? If someone knows, please let me know. Pass. We built this city on bits and maps. So this person just dated themselves with and I dated myself as well. Let's see what else we got here. The state of PC and console games. Dead Man Walking. Console games are dead man walking, in my opinion. Phones, tablets, portables are all getting so powerful and providing such a great experience. Any kind of device that is locked in place and meant to be used at a workstation or in a living room or whatnot is dead man walking. Uh, iPhone kicked off the era of mobility, and as these devices have gotten more and more powerful, more computing is moving into the mobile space now. And AAA 3D gaming is now clearly into the mobile gaming space now. If you need to understand that, yeah, this Shell Games one is interesting. Definitely must attend. Death Stranding. I just bought that. It's on sale for Mac right now, Mac and iOS. $20. I just bought it. I was just playing it last night on my iPhone. They really need to do a better job of porting these games to iPhone because the text and the UIs are too small, so it's a little bit hard to play. But the graphics and the production, it's literally a AAA game, right? Running your iPhone. It's just amazing. I'll stream that tomorrow night. Death Stranding on iOS. This might be you, Claire, right? Live services, games, a data-driven analysis, except it's a company we don't know. Voice actor. Hack Week, experimental projects. Deformable avatars, building representation of legacy mobile games, bringing symbiotes to life in Marvel. This is the same talk as the day before, I believe, right? It's going to be talking about how they put them in the cinematics. To help create the thought behind the symbiote anime. Oh, this is just about the animation. Sounds like it's more the real-time stuff as opposed to cinematics. Click. Oops. Let's see. Perforce session. I really want to go hear about Perforce at GDC. Age appropriate design code, legal about California. This is interesting, but you can just learn online again. Next gen real time technology, sponsor session. It'll all be online. Man, and this is the first. I think this is the first NFT Web3 session I've run into. Right, like there's so little Web3 content this year, which is crazy. GDC is lagging behind the world. 2 years ago, GDC was filled with Web3 content. This year, there's like very little, but Bitcoin is back at an all-time high. So my guess, this is lagging. Next year, it'll be filled with Web3 and NFT and crypto content again. So if for those of you that are smart and true believers of crypto, yeah, it's a good time to hurry up and get back into it before everyone jumps in on it, before all the get rich quick people jump back into it again. There are a lot of Web3 parties outside of GDC. Yeah, if let's see what time I get this done. If I have energy, we'll look at the party list too. Here we go, more Web3 content, sponsored editions. Which one are you gonna go to? I don't know. I take a look at the schedule. I'm down to go to anything if they're just which one do we want to go at any given hour, right? Xbox product inclusion framework. Expert-led discussion on generative AI's potential in gaming. So Unity, Monopoly Go, RVR. I don't know who FRVR is. Roblox, EPAM, and Bungie. It sounds like a good session. Pitch day. These are actually always fun events, these pitch days. But I'll pass. Speed networking. I said I'd try to attend one this year. How not to F your studio. Forecasting done right. This is for you, Claire. This is a big producer session. Cohort. So it's probably some project management software, right? God, it's so boring. I don't really want to go to a sales talk. Something that I can just watch on YouTube later. Sponsor session, pass. Delta Force, boring. What's UEFN? UEFN is some part of Unreal Engine. I am not familiar with Unreal Engine anymore. It's been a long time since I used it. Oh, it's the Fortnite editor. Gotcha. Interesting. Basically how they tried to turn Fortnite into Roblox, right? RT, Real-Time Overdrive, and Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition, pushing path tracing one step forward. Again, another sponsored editions. So these can be fun if these sponsored sessions, when they do it in conjunction with like a big hit game that you like, right? Those can be cool sometimes. So you don't want to miss those. Asgard's Wrath 2. I believe this is the big hit MMO on Quest, right? That Quest even bundles with their game. So how we built VR's largest open world RPG. I'll click it. I should be interested, but I'm not really looking into doing VR games, right? I want to do MR games, so might not be applicable. But if there's nothing better to go to, I guess I'll attend it. The night has come. Night Crow, don't even know what that is. Don't know. Game workflows, Visual Studio and AI. Again, this will all be online later. Sponsored session where story and tech meet. This is a really cool one. Cyberpunk's quest editor in action. You can actually see the tools that Cyberpunk used for their game designers to create all the content. That's fascinating. I mean, these games are just massive, right? And buggy as hell, but you can really see how they created technology to allow designers to really churn out the content. I mean, this would be interested if it was like about AI, right? Because like that's where the world should be going right now, right? Is how AI can be integrated into these design tools to enable designers to create more dynamic content for players. No more canned, boring, crappy, filler designer created content in games, hopefully in the future. Apex Legends match. Yes, I really want to attend a session about matchmaking. No, thank you. I mean, I guess for esports people like yourself, these are really important like topics, right? But I'm not an esports person, so player data work, making comfortable and accessible. Should be a cool session, except yeah, okay, we'll click it. I mean, Ubisoft, and the interesting part about this is Ubisoft tapped out on VR because this game has sold so poorly on Quest. Just in the last earnings call, the CEO of Ubisoft announced that they will no, they were going to hold off investing anymore in VR for a while because it's doing so poorly. So sorry, Quest. You brag about how you're such a great, amazing game platform, but it's just not true. Players, the attach rates are terrible. People aren't buying games on Quest. It's just there's no one else. You're the best of what's out there, I guess. But that's not enough, unfortunately. Concept art postmortem. I mean, oh, here we go. Rights and policy in the age of AI. Game art roundtable. This is a legal and a moral top roundtable, right? Talk about the morality and the values that we should place around AI usage in art generation. Very super interesting topic, but I'm gonna pass. I'll let the art people fight and the business and the legal people fight over that. Building games with OpenUSD. This is pretty cool. USD is a new art file format that was developed by Pixar, right? The Apple ecosystem uses USD as its main file format. So the games industry is starting to catch on to it now. But a lot of game developers, you say USD, they don't even know what it is yet. So it's interesting. Bringing a Star Wars cantina to life in Jedi Survivor. All right, this sounds like a cool topic. What does it mean bringing a cantina to life? Yes, yes, yes. The most obvious league of view of cantinas. That took each character from idea first were used to. So they basically how they've created that environment, seeing the stories and everything. I'll pass. A little bit too boring for me. Oh, Super Mario Wonder, click. 2D and tomorrow. How the developers of Super Mario Brothers Wonder find new joy in creating classic side-scrolling adventures. Must attend for sure. This is like why you go to GDC is for sessions like this. Oh my god, they don't even say these speakers, so I don't care. So you can kind of get see my type. Zelda, Super Mario, Horizon, basically games that I really like and love. Then I will attend. Delta Force technique from unified production pipeline to cross-platform runtime support. Yeah, this I guarantee you, like this is going to be a really awesome, informative session, but the presentations can be crazy boring. All the Tencent talks have been like that. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because they're so focused on scale and business and everything, and less so on the art and the creativity. Boring, boring. Oh, Azure for gaming. All things Azure and OpenAI for game development. So this is a big advertisement session. But it might be worth going to just because it's OpenAI, right? Explore some of the common. This is really fascinating. Face today and how the Microsoft Cloud is trying to solve them. So that's boring because it's just normal cloud services sales. Boring. Remote game development. Boring. Boring. Test farms. Boring. With Azure OpenAI service. So okay, this is gonna be boring. This is more of an Azure, and OpenAI is just kind of thrown in there at the end in case you're using OpenAI already. Exactly, right. You just call them and set up a time. They will talk to you. Realistic visual styles in UEFN, the Fortnite editor. Pass. Speed networking. This touches my heart. Maple Story, right? Bringing the real world economy to MMORPG. Pass. LGBTQ plus executive and entrepreneurship and allies roundtable. Good session, but I'll pass. It should be a good session. Transforming gameplay with AI. Here we go. With AI NPCs presented by InWorld AI, NVIDIA, and Oracle. Arg! The topic's fantastic, but it doesn't sound practical. It sounds more like an advertisement. This InWorld AI company. Pass. Really don't want to go to these sales sessions. They're so boring. Supercharge your game with Epic Game. Building a business on Roblox. So 2 years ago, I would definitely have attended this session, as you know, I was working on the UGC space, starting a new company. But time has passed, and I'm no longer working on that. AI without melting the database. A billion players and vectors and AI without database. Presented by MongoDB. Sounded interesting, but again, this is another sponsored sales call session. 144 FPS rendering on mobile, frame prediction, and arena breakout by Tencent Games. So again, this is going to be a really awesome technical talk, but it's going to be boring as hell. And I don't know the game, Arena Breakout. Is it a PUBG style game? I'm guessing it's a PUBG. It's another battle royale game, a BR game. Frame prediction based rendering method, non-neural network. Yeah, it's rendering engine. That's too deep for me. What matters to us, roundtable? Neurodivergent community. I don't know what that means. Something to do with the brain. That's all I know. High fidelity cloth simulation in EA Sports FC24. Robin sounds very familiar. I might know this person. Probably met them before when I was at EA. Sounds familiar. Yeah, cloth simulation in sports games. Pass. VFX, Activision Blizzard. Pass. Using AI to create safer online spaces. So this is using AI to do content moderation and user chat moderation is my guess, right? Trust and safety, yeah, communication management. Very important and very clear usage of AI, but I will pass because it's not quite. It's a little bit last year already for me. It's not new enough. Not that I need to learn it. I'm already in that space basically, so. Score funding. So this is kind of these type of sessions should be cool. Take my money, everything you need to know to score funding. But I don't think I'm really going to learn it from a session at GDC. My VC friends will help guide me through that, I guess. Refining the Rogues Gallery, building boss. Oh, definitely must attend. Boss fights in Spider-Man 2. Drool. So Insomniac's going all in on GDC this year, it seems. Sending a lot of team members up to give talks. Probably the most effective retention strategy as well as recruiting strategy. Mixing music emotes. I'm still on Wednesday. Wednesday's almost over. Creed, Rise to Glory Postmortem, navigating 6 years of evolution of VR. Sylvie Sherman, this is a coworker of ours from Spaces, the VR company I worked at. It's so great to see Sylvie's career has gone so well since Spaces. It looks like she has been handling the ports and the upgrades of Creed, and she's a lead developer at Servios now. So really, congratulations, Servio, to Sylvie. We'll definitely try to stop by and say hi. Yeah, it really was. She was fresh out of she went to the same school Yeedy went to. What was it? What school is it? Carnegie Mellon? Did they all go to Carnegie Mellon? Yeah, that's right. They all went to Carnegie Mellon ETC, right? So yeah, it's just it'll be really awesome to see Sylvie actually. Yeah. We'll definitely try to stop by that. Next level mobile graphics, ray tracing breakout again. Tencent, Tencent. I mean, can you imagine working at Tencent in China and getting a chance to come speak at GDC? How like cool is that? Like one of the experience of a lifetime for a Chinese developer, right? Here we go, some Web3 stuff. Sponsored, boring. Rise of the female CEO, perspectives from the front line. This was a fantastic session. Double Loop Games. Emily Greer. Jim Greer is my old boss from EA. That's his sister, I believe. She was the CEO of Double Loop and Congregate. So I probably won't attend, but if Claire, if you attend, this would be a great session. Emily's a very, very awesome leader. Turning heads and tail. Starting a game studio roundtable day one. This is like a crying session, right? Collective leaders of new game studios crying about how hard it is rethinking mobile game discovery and growth. Chi Lu? Oh, this is not the Chi Lu from Microsoft that I know of course. Rechange employees, tools. Compelling. Again, so sad. It used to be anything Diablo Blizzard I just click on, right? But now it's like an immediate pass. The puzzle vocabulary toolbox, how to think and communicate in the language of puzzle design. Pass. Okay, we're nearing the end of Wednesday only. So crazy. So many sessions nowadays. So crazy how big GDC is now. Game audio. I really should do more. Should learn more about audio, but that will have to save for another year maybe. Here we go. Ethics and aesthetic of AI and copyright. This sounds more of like a legal talk. Promethean AI. That was one of the leaders. They've been doing. I believe, it was founded by a Naughty Dog tech artist, and he's been doing procedural AI for many years now. I know, right? So hard to plan around. There's just so much. So all I do is basically I just bookmark. I just add to my schedule everything I want to attend. Then once I'm there day of, I just look on my schedule, see what's next every time I come out of a session, see which ones I've clicked, and then see if I can make it over there in time, or if I still want to go. A lot of times I end up like meeting with people instead. I don't attend, but what's this generous? This is again about around the ethics around it. Pass. I'll let other people figure that out. I'm happy to be a follower in that. Building a playground concept art for parkour gameplay in Dying Light 2. That's a cool topic. Cognitive accessibility into your games. Xbox, EA, and an independent. I don't even know what this means. What is cognitive accessibility? Accessible gaming experience for players with cognitive disabilities. Very, very fascinating topic. I wish I was into it, but I'm not. But for those that are, it should be a great topic, great session. Attention overload, creating readable VFX. Pass. Although Rocksteady is like right on that second level of like automatic clicks, right? Rocksteady is the people that built the Arkham series of games, the Arkham Batman series of games. 3D toon rendering and Hi-Fi Rush. I don't know the game. 25 games signed without a pitch deck. That's actually sounds pretty cool. Success of Elder Scrolls Online. Pass. I've never played Elder Scrolls Online, even though it's like one of the great free MMOs out there. That's wild that I've never even tried it. That's how little interest I have in the Elder Scroll IP. GDC main stage, Independent Games Festival. This is a really cool. Have you ever attended this, Claire? This is a really cool session to attend. I went last year. I didn't mean to go. I just needed a place to sit down and eat my sandwich. So I walked into this, and it was really cool seeing the awards being given out. I remember Stray got an award last year, right? And that was everyone that was really cheered really loudly for Stray. Okay, Thursday. Expo Hall, GDC and speed networking. Maple Story. Generative AI is transforming game development, discovery, and UGC. Interesting. Roblox, right? How is Roblox going to use Gen AI to support its development community? This is fascinating. Definitely worth going to. This is a must attend right here. Sorry, speed networking. Guess I won't be going to that. Verse update with sponsor session. What is Verse? Is it like their level editor or something? I don't know what Verse is. What's coming into the language and framework. It's part of the Unreal Engine. It's documentation type session. Bungie founder Alexander, I don't know how to pronounce his name. The future of game development with the Bungie founder. Holy cow! This sounds like it would be a really good session. Sounds like a little bit of an ad for the Fortnite editor. 1 second, I'm checking my page really quickly. Seeing how this is showing up on my channel. Okay, cool. Okay, back to work. Web3. This is crazy. There's so little Web3 sessions compared to this year, or last year or 2 years ago. Did I attend last year? I did attend last year. That's right when I got laid off from Apple. I was in the middle of being laid off from Apple. That's right. Dang and play roundtable generous secrets of Baldur's Gate. And Baldur's Gate's fantastic game. Kind of want to attend this. Key development and market challenges pass. Producer talk. The forest and the trees, stability in a turbulent industry. Mixing. Again, Spider-Man 2, another Insomniac, Spider-Man 2. What's mixing? It's full of bombastic moments. So this is like a game balance and content kind of balance and content planning session. Fossil to a technical, yeah, I'll pass. Occupational burnout in games. I've been burnt out since the day I joined the games industry, but you get it through it. If you have the love, even though you're tired, you still love every day. How to craft editor. This is interesting. How we got 10,000 players into a level. The tech behind Aurora Concert and Sky, Children of the Light, that game company. This is a must click for a lot of the younger game developers that come out of these game programs. They all, that game company is one of the most admired indie companies, right? This is actually fascinating. I'll click. Global Games Jam Roundtable pass. Game conceptual pass. AI's transformative role in level automation production as business value in Candy Crush Saga. How AI is used to create more levels for Candy Crush. This is hilarious. Oh my god, this is hilarious. Business value from A/B testing to high-speed AI level testing to enhance the player experience. Oh my gosh, I almost want to attend this just for the shits and giggles, but it's almost offensive thinking about AI being used for Candy Crush levels. I know I kind of okay. Just because you said that, I'm gonna add it to this. I don't think I'll go, but I'm just so curious because it's a simple game, right? So that means they can apply the technology in tangible ways sooner than the big production games, right? So whatever they're able to do is a preview of what more complex games are going to be able to do in the future. You're an avid Candy Crush player? I didn't know that. I am a match 3. I don't really play match 3 games, but I do like to check them out. I will keep that in mind. My friend just made a match 3 game. I'll send it to you later. He lost. He's trying to figure out what to do with it. Maybe you want to buy it from him and publish it yourself. But I played it. The game needs some work. It's really really good. Has a good base, but it needs some work. They could have used your help when making it. Okay, ECS and practice. The case board of Alan Wake 2 pass. Customizing a billion lightsabers. Star Wars Jedi Survivor Workbench UI. Arg. I'll pass on this. This is the UI for the lightsaber editor in the Jedi Survivor game. Not that interesting. Unfortunate. The art of creating audio. What else we got? Your mom is an avid player. Building, sustaining, fully remote teams. Black Developers Matter Roundtable, embracing diversity in tech from developer teams to inclusive products. Yes. For user support. Pass. Diablo 4, The Art of Open World Sanctuary. I mean, again, this should be a click, but it's not. So sad that it's not a click. Oh, Blizzard. What has happened to you, Blizzard? So sad. Third-party technology pass. Mobile rendering, high performance, Unreal Engine 5. Lightspeed Studio. So these are all the Tencent people. Lightspeed Studios is the Tencent studio. Powered by machine learning, next gen character creation. I am playing one of their games right now. What's it called? Undawn. It's a mobile survival game. It's really, it should be really cool. If it was better made, it would be really cool. It's like I would rate it a 7.5. That's so sad because it's like if they just put a little bit more work in to make it better, like the game could be like a 9. But just man, the Chinese companies, you gotta. It's right there for the taking for you. It's the world is yours, but you're coming up just short to me at least. It's disappointing. You just gotta. Y'all love making. Y'all love playing games now. Just fall in love with making great games and not just profitable games. Learn from MiHoYo. Let's put it that way. Get moving in MR, building the future of MR and VR fitness. The Fit XR people. I interviewed with with Sam Cole. I don't know if he's the GM or CEO or whatever. I interviewed with them once. I wasn't interested in going after I talked to them, but yeah, fitness and MR. Boy, this is one of those things where Meta bought them, right? Where Meta's pushing, but sponsored session, but it's not really applicable to the Apple platform at this point. I'll bookmark it. I might go if there's nothing better to do. Tekken 8 online network system pass. Slang, a shading language for AI accelerated future of rendering. Sponsor session. You'll be able to find this online. Sponsor session, visual effects, sponsor session. Starting a game studio roundtable, Cry session 2. Building a high performance culture. Yeah. It's tough. You have conflicting interest of scaling your team out and maintaining quality at the same time, right? It's always hard building teams. The making of Darkest Dungeon 2. Too much playtesting 5 games. Boring. What is this? Too much playtesting 5 games in the top 50 say no. So they did a lot of playtesting. So they're going to be vouching for playtesting. You might like this there, actually. Gotta run. Have early meeting tomorrow. Okay, see you later. Thanks for joining. The key lessons of Cyberpunk. Ooh, here's a good one. Open world rendering techniques in Hogwarts Legacy. That's worth going. One of the most beautiful open world games ever, right? Let's see some of the tech that they did to do that. Game industry layoff preparedness roundtable. Yeah, my advice: don't bring a lot of toys. Keep your desk clean and professional. Keep your computer and phone always separate, work and personal. If you need to, buy two phones. You just never know when gonna get laid off in tech and in the games industry. Shit happens, and no one is immune to it. No matter how good of a contributor you are or you think you are. Dead Cells is a great indie game. Kind of interested, but I'll pass. Don't let poor technical leadership hold your innovation back. Ooh, Final Fantasy, designing active time lore. What is this? Dynamics lore? I haven't played this game, so I don't know. It's heavy, complex lore. Players understanding the game will lead to deeper immersion. Glossary and text. This session, we will demonstrate how UIs can help players better understand the story of the game through examples of the lore support system. Okay, gotcha. So this is a new advanced game encyclopedia system, basically. Pass. Games, what triggers concrete climate action in games industry. Everything is connected. Ambient sound and avatar. Pass. Karateka. Karateka Karateka. Old game. Classic games postmortem. Man, this would be a fascinating story to hear, right? Of course, doesn't really apply that much to the current games industry. This is like a 30-year-old game, right? So, yeah, 40 years later, yeah, pass. Hashtag one reason to be. Don't know what that means. DirectX, State of the Union, pass. I'm on the Apple platform. Sponsor session, pass. Baldur's Gate 3, a fireside chat presented by Dolby Laboratories. So this is mostly going to be about audio in Baldur's Gate 3. Fantastic game. Yeah, at most 3D audio. Yep, pass. Maximizing graphics performance with flexible virtualized geometry. Too hardcore for me. Passed. Web3 sighting. Pass. Animoca will be there. Successfully launching your game in Asia. Alibaba Cloud. Pass. Pass. Realm of data. Capturing the magical realm of data generated by Baldur's Gate 3. AWS sponsor session. Pass. 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 Making the most of the magic of Meta Quest. There's a sponsor session by Meta. Pass. I'll bookmark it just for what I work in, but I'll probably won't attend. Latest trends in PC game marketing. I am in MR, so it's a pass. Game writers exploring environmental graphic design. Naughty Dog. This is fascinating. To continue to grow, to create even more rich environments. I like this. Naughty Dog creates great environments. Muslims and Games Roundtable. Great session, great topic. Making player data work roundtable. Lore. The finals. All the things, character, humor from Asian publishers, new game strategy lessons for Western developers. Cancelled. No idea. Can't even tell what it's about from the title. Probably lost in translation. Last of Us Part 2, another Naughty Dog session. The second shot, improved range combat. Again, almost anything Naughty Dog is worth attending. Next gen Brazil is what we were talking about. The new emerging markets, just fantastic print money opportunities. Make global games. Why you should work with Global South using generative AI for content moderation in gaming at scale. Pass advertisement. Realistic ray tracing on mobile with ARM. Real-time personalization in mobile gaming with on-device machine learning presented by Nimble Edge. Again, this is an advertisement, but let's see what it's about. What's this Nimble Edge trying to do? What are they talking about? Personalization. Rich insights from context. We propose a novel approach to overcome these challenges using our managed on-device ML platform. The platform executes data processing, inference, as well as training on device to deliver cost real-time personalization at scale. Yeah, pass. Cloud gaming, a mirage or uncharted territory, unveiling lessons from Tencent's success in cloud gaming market. What success are they talking about with cloud gaming? Join the captivating session by Tencent Cloud. Pivotal ability to offer seamless and secure gaming experience. Yeah, I don't know what the hell this is about. I mean, they're talking about cloud gaming, right? So this should be cloud streaming type technology. Boring. Adapting timeless titles for today's technology. TM's striking a healthy balance when managing live games. Pass. 3D Gaussian splatting in game development. What internet doesn't tell you? This sounds worth going. Of course, it's going to be about Gen AI and games. AI and neural networks have stormed the 3D industry in the last couple of years, introducing us to a myriad of innovative technologies. These technologies create realistic 3D assets amidst dazzling social media posts and research papers. Actual 3D creators and game developers rarely have the opportunity or the skills to try them. In this presentation, we'll embark on a journey through these cutting-edge technologies aiming to demystify 3D Gaussian splatting and its counterparts. Yeah, I mean, my friend is using these technologies already in his virtual production. Real-time games is definitely the next frontier for this. Added to the schedule. What else we got? For Last Sentinel, again, light speed studio, unlocking creativity, crafting the ultimate AAA game studio for Last Sentinel. Crafting a AAA studio, yep. UI-based rendering, one draw call. 30-second Roblox rule, how to hook the next generation of gamers. Your game needs to be fun within 30 seconds, I guess. It's like the TikTok of games, right? Roblox game that we will follow at GameFan. Certain sources key to his following his work at GameFan on the launch of 3 of the top 5 highest rated Roblox virtual concepts of all time, as well as breakdowns of the 2 most popular branded games on the platform, Sonic Speed Simulator and Barbie Dreamhouse. As merge and resolve infrastructure, rebuilding the open world loop in Marvel Spider-Man 2. Add anything Spider-Man 2. Hearing health in video games. How to run effective brainstorms. From firefighters to service providers, tech art as a service, hyper casual games, a deep understanding of Chinese game studios, how they operate. Pass. Destiny 2, weaving music between activities in the open world. Sounds interesting, but I am not going to be audio geeking this year, so I will pass. How PlayFab helped Texas Chainsaw. Speed networking. I'm clicking on all the speed networking events this year because I want to network and meet more people. Operation Innovation, how Xbox employs military talents in gaming. Partnership with the USO. I assume the USO is a military office or something. Join our Xbox to learn about military transitions. Ah, okay. So these are military members transitioning into games. Not applicable to me. Need to talk about games leadership, the way we work, sustainability. Valorant. Here we go. Crafting characters in Valorant, designing Deadlock. If I were a fan, I would definitely attend, but I'm not, so I will pass. I don't know the characters. Farming simulator vehicle integration pipeline. That's animation roundtable. Turning stories into gameplay. Storyteller is a puzzle game about building stories, but transfer a lot of expectations. Brawl Stars, learning from the removal of loot boxes. Interesting. Talk about how they were successful even though they removed loot boxes. Less engaging of a result because the process of removing loot boxes, how it's worse to remove loot boxes. What they did in the years since and the subsequent years, speaking to the impact of randomized rewards for the game, as well as how they analyze what's right for the game using a combination of, yeah, I mean, fascinating one, but for monetization strategy. But I'll pass. Breaking boundaries, server scaling, fun stuff. Fall Guys server scaling. Technical artist roundtable. Game development. Adapting Foley techniques for interactivity. Lessons learned on Marvel's Spider-Man 2. What's this? Let's take a look. Most extensive Foley coverage of any Insomniac next to us. Dedicated Foley team. What is Foley? Cloth props and footsteps of your favorite weapon and how they work with. So that's creating the sound effects for the game. Pass. Closing the gender gap in game audio design. Ask game lawyers anything. Pass. Oh, so that's Thursday, all done. Let's go into Friday now. Final day. So this should be a quicker list. There's not that many sessions on Friday usually. Student day, game developers of the future. GDC encounters, speed networking. Starting a game studio. Cry a lot. Revisiting fun. 20 years of a theory of fun. Pass. Man, Friday's looks pretty boring so far. Here we go. Redefining player traversal in Star Wars Jedi Survivor. So this should be traversal mechanics. Yeah, there we go. Definitely, that should be a fascinating topic. Creating reactive and superpowered allies for Marvel Spider-Man 2. So this should be AI for your ally NPCs. Detail the methods we use to adapt to player input and playstyle, build shareable ally modules that can be used for character expression and create team-up mechanics like dynamic to add spectacle without disrupting player intent. To create allies. Okay, so this is like not NPCs. This is player co-op play, basically. I think. I don't know. I'll add it just in case I have nothing else to see. Anatomy of a frame in Cyberpunk 2077. So sounds like a graphics rendering of Cyberpunk. Tense and action-packed world. Yeah, see, there's a rendering CPU. Pass. Who are you? Building your profile outside the job. Game career seminar. Yeah, people should attend this, or at least like start paying attention to this topic. You need to build your personal brand outside of the games you work on. Something I never worked on in my career, and now that I'm finally older, in the final third of my career, I regret not having worked harder on this in my career. I advise everyone to work on that already. A lot of career stuff on Friday, it seems. QA bots, speed networking. Switching to Unreal Roundtable. Let's see. This might be worth going, as I am a Unity developer now, but this is interesting. Hear about what the experience is like switching to Unreal. So that's always kind of in the back of my head. Should I be upgrading me and my team to Unreal? Oh, MiHoYo session. I'm there. Let me screenshot this and send this to him and see if he's gonna be attending as well. Timed open worlds for summer events. Mini games, Salt Sea, haptics, audio design, career, dialogue, innovation, and Marvel Spider-Man 2 challenge opportunities of ushering in the breathing system. What the hell is the breathing system? Zero challenge work on creating Marvel Spider-Man's breathing system. Together we explore the steps. What the hell is breathing? Don't know, but Spider-Man 2, so we'll click. AI-assisted player support in the Among Us VR community. What's this? This is a chatbot, customer service chatbot, shell games, to learn about the holistic effort to keep players safe through in-game AI-based tools and human monitoring. Yeah, I'll pass. We already know we can use AI for that stuff. Building the fully connected multiverse and Suicide Squad. This is a networking talk. Streaming open world, yeah, pass. Effective ally, automated. Procedural content creation. Definitely want to hear about this. Hogwarts Legacy, evolving your design into AAA. Game demo, empowering diversity, speed networking, experimental game, shipping, Diablo 4. A lot of career sessions on Friday. Good for the youngsters attending. Not as interesting for me, whose career is mostly past already. Now it's just about what am I gonna build while I still have time. Characters, add that. All career stuff. AI's impact on voice in games round table. Classic games postmortem. These are really cool sessions, these classic game postmortems. If I were more of just a fan and not looking for more practical and networking, I would add them. But yeah, it's more a trip down nostalgia. Career. It's all career stuff on Friday. Scaling Git, saving the galaxy, managing state in Star Wars. What is managing state? Persistent global state. Boring. Those are pretty much known challenges, understood challenges. Designing combat for Marvel's Midnight Suns pass. Building the Minecraft creator platform block by block. This may be worth going to. How they built their editor. It's formal creator API tooling solutions, new gameplay features. Now we've evolved community engagement. We'll chart the create from player to hobbyist professionals. How Mojang is supporting creators' evolving needs. A pass. AI roundtable. Pass. Pass. All right, that's pretty much it. I won't go through the party list today because I am too tired. I will do that tomorrow. We will talk about parties tomorrow. So thank you for everyone who joined me on the on Hanley's Tech Talk with Hanley today. Episode 3, preview of tomorrow, episode 4. We'll do a combo deal. We'll go through the party list at GDC, and we'll play a little bit of Death Stranding on Mac. Mac and iOS. We'll take a look at both. We'll play iOS. Forget Mac. Mac, we already know it's gonna run and do pretty well, right? Much more interesting one is iOS. All right, everyone, have a great night and see you later.